This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Hey, let's get to it. The man, the myth, the legend that is Manny Navarro. How you feeling, baby? You feeling good?
Feeling great, man. Just busy weekend. Went with the daughter to Naples for a soccer tournament. Got back. Got a bunch of things going on, brother. Just a busy guy. What can I tell you?
You know, as I say it all the time, that getting old, sometimes it's there's a lot of non-positives to it, you know?
Yeah,
But one of the positives is perspective and experience. And, you know, shit like repeats. Life repeats.
very
And,
much so.
you know, it's kind of like I have the Dolphin thinking that the Dolphins just recently in the last 5-10 years don't beat big teams, don't win big games, don't go deep in the playoffs. That's like been going on for like 40 years.
Yes.
It's like nothing new, you know. Recently, again, not to get too political for people because they all get all touchy. I don't really give a shit about either side. But it's funny how Trump's about to take over and Hamas is like, yeah, I think we better release our prisoners now because the guy that's taking over is a little crazy. And yeah, same thing that happened in 1980. Carter's out, Reagan's coming in.
Yep.
Yeah, we better give them the hostages because the dude that's coming in is a what? You know, history repeats itself, you know?
Yep.
And I love people freaking out on Shedeur Sanders and that Dion is being protective and all that. And it's like, bro, did you not live Elway? Did you not live Eli Manning? Oh, I'm sorry. You're 25 years old or 30 and you don't know what the hell happened. This is nothing new, you know? Parents that have power. And by the way, it worked out for Elway. It worked out for the Mannings and Sanders and Shedeur. More power to you, bro. Family is more important. The corporate world tears us apart as enough as it is. And if you let them do it, they'll destroy you as it is. They'll use you up, spit you up, and use you up and get rid of you, right? If you got power to fight the system and control it, like the Elways, like the Mannings, like the Sanders, God bless you, bro.
Yep.
God bless you. God bless Deion Sanders and Shedeur Sanders that they have that family bond and the benefit of that experience like Archie had. Archie was stuck in a terrible place.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't going to allow his son to be stuck in a terrible place. You know what, dude? More power to you. I got no problem with that.
Nothing wrong with flexing a little muscle when you got it, right? And that's the influence. Like you said, this has been going on for decades, and we got a lot of young people that I guess, even though YouTube is around, we didn't have YouTube when we were young, right? We had to look everything up and read old articles and listen to people on the radio tell us what happened back in the day. Now everything's on YouTube, bro. You can go educate yourself.
Remember the microfiche, bro?
Yes,
that's real work, bitch.
That's right, brother. That's right. That's how I used to look up all the old high school stats and when I was the high school writer for the Herald and say, is this a record? Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. 1968, this happened. So, yes, I know the microfiche field well, brother. I spent a lot of time sifting through the old Miami Herald archives back in the day.
Young people are going microfiche.
I have no idea. They have no idea what we're talking about, man. Floppy disks, no idea what we're talking about.
What is it? Like, is that octopus? What's a microfiche? Anyway.
Yep.
Just, you know, I'm glad I because there are people talking about it and questioning it or whatever. And it's like, yo, dude, this is the right thing. He's got the dad that's got all the experience, the power, the influence in the world.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, do it. Take care of your son. It worked out for the other guys, you know. And by the way, it was controversies in those days too, remember?
Oh, yeah. Everybody would talk about it back in the day. But it's certainly nothing brand new. And look, the bottom line is he's going to get drafted. He's going to play for somebody in the NFL. He's one of the 2 or 3 best quarterbacks in this draft. And, you know, he will be in a good situation. I saw the interview Dion did with Colbert the other night. And he talked about, you know, when he was coming out and how different this is being a father. When he was coming out, his family was broke, right? From Fort Myers, no money whatsoever. It was a different lifestyle for him. That money was so impactful for Shedeur. He's grown up with money his whole life. He's had, you know,
He's
so that, and that,
He's been
Yes.
making money for years now, his own money, you know?
Yep.
Oh, he's got a bankruptcy case and everything. I mean, he's made money and he's been bankrupt already. I mean, that's just freaking awesome already. At that age, you've already hit bankruptcy. That's just right. He does have a bankruptcy case, if I'm correct.
I believe so. Yes, I believe
Look
so.
it up for me there, Sean. I'm pretty sure Shedeur Sanders already at this, old age of, what is he, 21? He's already got a bankruptcy case. That's just awesome. He's learning how to run the system.
Yeah, I think it's actually Shiloh, not Shedeur, who has the
Shiloh?
bankruptcy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's Shiloh that has it. Okay. I knew there was a bankruptcy case.
One of the brothers is in it. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. At that age, you already got a bankruptcy case. That's impressive, dude. That's impressive.
It is
Yes,
Shiloh.
sir.
It is Shiloh.
Okay. Wow. That's just awesome. At that age, you've already got a bankruptcy case. That's freaking. You've made that much money that you got bankrupt. Wow. That's crazy.
It's insane.
All right. You wrote an article about winners and losers in the transfer portal.
Yes.
I would imagine that just the quarterback alone makes Miami the winner, right?
Makes him one of them. Yeah. I mean, he was the best quarterback available in the transfer portal, according not just to the Athletic, but to other people as well, because he was a top 5 guy last year, technically going into the season. And yes, he didn't have a great year, but Georgia still won the SEC championship, and he was a big reason why. So, I think basically my top teams were LSU out of the SEC, Miami out of the ACC, Oregon in the Big Ten. I know Oregon obviously had that disappointing finish, losing to Ohio State bad in the Rose Bowl, but they've kicked ass in the transfer portal. Texas Tech. I told you that oil money was coming in handy. Texas Tech is had the best performance of any team in the Big 12. And then if you look at the smaller schools, the G5s, Southern Miss, those were my top 5. Southern Miss hired the coach at Marshall who won the Sun Belt Conference. And they got basically all of those players from Marshall who just won the conference championship. So it's funny how the transfer portal works, though. A lot of people don't like it. They say, oh, you don't even get to know the players anymore. I'm like, dude, this is what professional sports is, right? Every year, rosters are constantly changing. You might hold on to a few players. So that's what it is. You get to the point in college sports where you're paying guys, it's going to be the same exact model, free agency rules.
Okay, but wait a minute. Is there any truth that Ohio State was working under a $37 million deficit?
Well, I don't know that to be true. I mean,
are our presidents of the United States, the last 4, running Ohio State? Because all 4 of them know how to run under a deficit. They've all printed 30 trillion.
Yeah.
I just want to know, because I'd like a printer at fucking home too, Manny. Okay, I'd like a fucking printer too. Every president we have, oh, you need extra money here, turn on the printer. Ohio State, you need more football players, turn on the printer. Well, how come Americans don't get a printer? How come you don't have a printer at home? How come I don't have a printer at home?
Yeah, well, they call it loans, right? We're the ones who go into debt. Those powerful people have printers.
Interest, and then we go bankrupt.
Yes.
Shiloh.
Yes.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, that's the way it works. No, I look. I think for people who are sort of disillusioned with college sports, that's the biggest thing I hear now. Like, you look at the comments on the bottom of that story, and it's people that are just angry. They're like, "Why are these players allowed to move? Why? All of a sudden people were fighting for college players to make money for years, right? Like, why aren't these guys getting some of the wealth? Well, now they're getting some of the wealth, and they're able to change schools, and everybody's upset over it. I just think it's expected. You live in a free market. You can command as much money as you want. You have the freedom to go wherever that money is, and that's what America's built on.
Yeah, I mean, but do you believe any of that report, or
with Ohio State? No, I mean, listen. Even if they are operating in a debt, do you know the TV deal, and all the money they're going to get for that playoff run? For winning the national championship, for playing in all those playoff games.
With 37 that nobody will ever be able to compete again.
They say that, but there's so much money in college sports. I mean, that's when I saw that report.
So much more money at Ohio State, actually,
Yes,
dude. Is that like the Federal Reserve of college football now?
Pretty much. Yeah.
I mean, you guys gotta unearth that info, bro. I mean,
the problem with all these, whenever we do these FOIA requests, the Freedom of Information Act, public records requests, you run into issues of schools and states trying to protect themselves from being exposed. So it takes a lot of reporting, a lot of muscle and work ethic. It's not as easy as people think. But when you see stories like that, I I laugh at it because it's obvious they're it's not like all of a sudden Ohio State's going to shut down, right? I mean they're going to continue to operate just fine and make plenty of money.
Oh yeah, no, make money. They're printing money over there,
Yeah.
bro. That's what they're doing. All
Yeah.
right. Any changes over there? Any coaching changes, coaching searches? What's going on? With the
Yeah,
Canes?
I think Miami is closing in on a DB coach. Matt Zenitz, one of the national reporters from CBS, says that they're looking at Houston's Zach Etheridge to be the new DB's coach. Houston ranked third in the Big 12 in pass defense this past season. He's coached in the SEC before at Auburn, worked with NFL guys. So, Miami obviously looking to solidify its secondary after a really bad year there, changing defensive coordinator. So there will be a new DB's coach, and apparently Zach Etheridge is the leader now. I don't keep up with it as much anymore, if I'm being 100% honest with you, because Mario interviews so many guys. I mean, it is ridiculous the amount of people that he talks to. That in the end, you're wasting your time. You're spinning your wheels because you don't know what he's really going to do. I think ultimately, Etheridge, if he is the hire, the fact that he's coached in the SEC and recruited for an SEC school is good. I like coaches who recruit at the highest levels, and I think ultimately that's what the majority of these position coaches are. They are recruiters, and they have to go out and get you elite playmakers. Players have to want to play for these guys, and that's what matters to me when you hire assistant coaches. It's up to the coordinators, in my mind, to get everybody together to make it work. Right? That's what their job is, to put the guys in the right positions to succeed, to run the right schemes. The position coaches to me are recruiters. That's their number one priority.
All right, good shit. Don't forget, folks, Caneswear. You use our code BIG010, you will get 10% off anything in the store. They've got anything and everything practically with the Canes logo on it. Heat gear. Well, here we go. I was just wearing this Heat hat earlier. I just bought this one recently. You can go to Caneswear, check it out. Go to caneswear.com. If you order over $99, you will get free shipping. So check it out there. Manny, what do you got going on the Athletics so folks can check you out, my friends?
More transfer portal mania, brother. I did the national story on Monday. Now I'm going to be doing the ACC story. I'm breaking that down with Grace Rayner. I got 9 teams. She's got 8 teams. We're doing our how is it looking for 2025 now that these rosters have shifted, right? We've seen all the transfers. We've seen who's added what. So I'm handling the old Coastal Division teams and a couple of those California teams, and she's doing the Atlantic with Clemson and NC State and Florida State and all those teams. So that'll be coming out tomorrow.
All right, good shit. Manny, as always, thank you, my brother. We'll catch up on Friday with our Caneswear report and our Big Cheese Miami.com NIL and recruiting report. Yesterday, I was at the Big Cheese.
You were. So good stuff.
So good. So good.
Jealous. I got to go back out there.
I love that they bring out the garlic rolls with the sauce, with the sauce on the side. It's just like, it's just ridiculous, bro. Just ridiculous. It really
You're
is.
getting me hungry. I got to go for lunch already, man. I've been thinking about lunch here. I got these roofers in my house banging up there, making all kinds of noise as the house is getting revamped here. And I'm like, I need an excuse to get out. If I was close enough, I'd make the drive to the Big Cheese. But I'm in West Broward, bro. It's pretty far away from the Big Cheese.
I got you. But so good, man. So go check it out, and of course, check out our friends at Caneswear, 2655 South University Drive in Davie, right next to La Spada. Speaking of another place that you can eat some great food, go to Caneswear and then get yourself a terrific sub at La Spada's. All right, Manny, as always, catch up on Friday, baby. Thank you.
See you soon, brother. Take care.
Caneswear.com.